earth-moving, smoky, big, rotten burnout. Now, you do know how to do a burnout, don't you?
Do you know how to eat?
Oh, now that's harsh.
Again, the automatic's at a little bit of a disadvantage, trying to get the tires to spin really hard. We can't get it spinning hard enough with the brake stand to start with. If we loosened off the rear shoes, I'm certain we'd do a way better burnout, but we said we're going to test them the way we drive them in all the tests. You know, I was a little disappointed with the quarter-mile time on this car. The 331 gears, well, it helps in the burnout. This thing does a great burnout. Once you get them spinning, again, it just wants to keep spinning and spinning and spinning. And these Firestones, they go up and smoke quite nicely. The HEMI was really introduced in 1964, the 426, in order to go, of all things, NASCAR racing. What seemed like a lightweight car, in reality wasn't. These cars are 3,800 pounds, and with a torsion bar front suspension, let's face it, you're just not going to handle. Well, as far as the motors went, well, that was the heart of any muscle car. Here we had a crossbolt block, steel crank and rods, aluminum heads, and of course, the hemispherical combustion chamber, and ports that flowed very nicely. An aluminum intake, 2 Carters on top. It was an aggressive package, 490 foot-pounds of torque, 425 horsepower. Now behind that, they had to make sure the trannies were tough. You could either get a torque flight, 727, or you could get a stick with the HURST pistol grip like this car here. Out back, you could get an 8 3/4, or you could get the 9 3/4 Dana 60 rear end. Standard ring and pinion was a 323, and you could go all the way up to a 410 if you so desired, and obviously a posi was almost a must in a HEMI car.
What can you say about the term HEMI? I mean, it's just magic.
It still survives today. It's one of those iconic words that came from the muscle car era that people who don't even really know muscle cars seem to know in their back of their head means performance.
There's just no getting around the fact, you know, that the term HEMI has so much weight behind it. You know, that it again is probably the best known name in muscle car history.
The Dodge HEMI design got tapped by people who want to accelerate the fastest as the way to go, and was carried forward, and nobody's ever, you know, gotten to the point where you're looking for an